My name's Cray. I'm the Bishop of Maidstone. A bishop is a bit like a head vicar. In the school you've got a teacher for your class teacher, but the leader of the school is the head teacher. And in the same way, in every community we have a minister, a vicar, who looks after the church there and leads that. And I lead the vicars. In my part of the world, there's two of us as bishops. We look after 200 ministers, 100 church schools, and chaplains in prisons and hospitals, schools and hospices. And our job is to be leaders, to care for them, and sometimes as leaders we're able to talk to other leaders in the community and provide some more opportunities for the things the church has to do. I think there are two things about being a bishop that are equally important. One is I'm a pastor, that's a leader who cares of ministers, of vicars, and there isn't anybody else who's going to look after and care for them and support their families when they go through difficult times and so on. So my most important job is to be available to my vicars, to my ministers. But I also get a chance to talk about the Christian faith in places where ordinary vicars don't. One of my jobs is I lead the team of ministers who are chaplains in all the police stations in Kent. And if I'm concerned about things there, then because I'm the bishop, I'm a senior leader, I can go and talk to the chief policeman in Kent, the chief constable, or something like that. I look after chaplains in prisons. Every Christmas morning I spend in a prison, and those vicars in the prisons do really difficult and demanding jobs. It's very stressful, and I can sometimes speak for them and talk to their governors about them and others. So looking after them, but sometimes speaking about the things that Christians believe in other parts of our society. Now, until recently, being a bishop wasn't something you could apply to be. When the service in which they make you a bishop, you ask if you believe that God has called you. And I said yes, because I do believe God called me to be a bishop, and it's the job in His church He wants me to do. But what actually happened was I got a letter. And it said, from the office of the Archbishop of Canterbury. So if a bishop is like a head teacher or head of vicars, an archbishop is the head of the head teachers, you see. So I got a letter from my boss, and it said, I would like to invite you to come and be the Bishop of Maidstone. And it described the job that they wanted me to do. And I read through what they wanted me to do, and I said to my wife, I'd do that without being a bishop. It was fantastic. It was just the sort of thing I believed that I would love doing, that Jesus wanted me to do, and I'd serve the church best. So I'm a bishop. I want to be a bishop because I believe Jesus has called me to be a bishop, and that the gifts that I've got and the experience that I've had has equipped me to do that job. I think what Jesus would say to me is, don't pretend for a moment that you're important because you've got an important job and because you've got special dressing up clothes. I think I'm there not just to serve and look after, be a pastor to those vicars. I'm actually there to make sure that the love of Jesus goes to all the people that any of us have any contact with. And that means I need to be reminded regularly they're just as important and just as special as I am.